All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a great day. We're going to be doing a Sebastian Rogers video. I'm going to do something I've not ever done before. I'm actually going to listen to a Chris and Katie interview on the fly with you guys, and just in real time interject and give my thoughts and opinions. So this is the Hands interview taking place on March 7th with Caitlin Miller, Fox 17 Nashville. So a lot of people say it's just a creepy Hands interview. To me, I done a video on that last night. You can go watch it if you hadn't seen it. I compare it to the Gannon Stout case when Letitia Stout done a news interview with her back turned toward the camera, and she wouldn't even show her face. So but anyway, we're just going to listen to this interview. I'm going to, in real time, give my thoughts and opinions on stuff and see what we make of it. So let's get into it, guys.
Just to start, just so we have it on file, just both your first and last names and spelling.
Katie Proudfoot, Katie, Proudfoot, Proudfoot.
Chris, Chris, last name is Proudfoot, Proudfoot.
So, first, just as parents, tell me what the last, now over a week, has been like for you two.
Horrible beyond words. This was an experience that I would have never dreamed would come. Honestly, I can't put words to how hard.
Let me back that up. What was that? Something struck me odd about that one.
An experience that
last, now over a week, has been like for you two.
Horrible beyond words. This was an experience that I would have never dreamed would come.
Was she going to say this is a dream or experience I never thought would come true? Holy crap, guys. One more time.
This was an experience that I would have never dreamed would come. Honestly,
That speaks for itself right there, guys. That's okay. There's my first interjection, and I don't know what to say about that, guys. That right there is suspicious, and she catches herself. I know that she catches herself.
Honestly, I can't put words to how hard this has been and how much it hurts not knowing where my son is, where he's at, if he's okay. Just horrible is the best thing I can say.
What about for you?
It's rough. We are on day 11, no answers. And the horrible things that people say just keep rolling in, regardless of taking time to consider the facts and, assumptions is what they're going off of. But, for us, we sit here and we wait, and hopefully we'll get an answer, or hopefully he walks through our door, which would be amazing.
They sit there and they wait and they wait and they wait. Shouldn't it been, well, we, our days are, spent in the mornings waking up, gathering flyers, taking them, putting them out, talking, doing something besides just sitting there. Anyway, that's my interjection on that right there, guys.
I was going to say, how badly do you both want Sebastian to just walk through that front door to get that call?
I'd give anything. In a heartbeat, I would give anything.
It's not measurable. Let's put it that way. There's no measurable. Anybody says all it is. you've never sat in these shoes. You've never been in this situation. And I don't ever wish for people to be in this situation.
And what's Sebastian like? What's his personality like? What does he love to do?
He, for the most part, is happy. He likes to laugh and joke and tell you all about everything and then some. He loves games. He loves video games. He loves to play with his Legos. Even building things.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this right here, guys. A lot of you may not know this. I'm kind of wondering if this interview was set up with law enforcement. That's a law enforcement question. A lot of you may not know this, but that is what law enforcement likes to ask that question a lot in cases like this. And a lot of times they'll ask it themselves. More than likely, they have already asked Chris and Katie, or Katie, that question. I think law enforcement wanted the news reporter to ask them that to see if there's a different answer. So, but yeah, a lot of you may not know this, but that's definitely, and you've heard Chris McDonough ask that when he was at the lake with Candace Bly, Summer Wells' mom. So
He likes to laugh and joke.
What's Sebastian like? What's his personality like? What does he love to do?
That is a law enforcement question. I'm sorry, guys. Just saying.
He, for the most part, is happy. He likes to laugh and joke and tell you all about everything and then some. He loves games. He loves video games. He loves to play with his Legos. Even building things with me. We build little projects here and there, but he's always a character.
Are there any, weird tendencies that he has that might be able to help people find him in this search?
I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he fidgets.
Whoa. Hold on just a second.
Tendencies that he has that might be able to help people find him in this search?
I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he...
Anything could be helpful to finding him. Why would she say, I don't know about helpful in finding him? Anything could be helpful in finding him. Right? Like if he's alive and someone's got him and he's at the, Walmart or another restaurant or a gas station. Sebastian has behavior. He does this, he does. Why would she say that? Why would she say that?
Weird tendencies that he has that might be able to help people find him in this search.
I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he fidgets.
That's weird. I don't know how helpful to finding him, but he does this and does it. It's very helpful, Katie. It's very helpful.
It's constantly. He loves
There's
shiny
a cough.
pennies, paper clips. He's always like, whenever we go to the grocery store, he always looks on the ground and looks under the register counter. And
there you go. If someone sees him at a grocery store, he could be doing that. But she goes, I don't know about helpful in finding him, but interesting, guys.
he's always looking for shiny pennies everywhere. Paper clips. He loves to bend them out of shape and play with them, fidget with them. He loves playgrounds.
Right there. I mean, if you see a kid that looks like him at a playground, But she goes on to say, but she says, I don't know how helpful in finding him. There's plenty of stuff that you're saying is helpful in finding him, Katie.
I mean, we've said it before, he likes fishing and things like that, but
Cats. Boy loves cats.
he does. He loves cats. It's his favorite animal. I don't know. He's just,
Come on, Katie.
he's a good kid.
There are no leads, nothing caught on video. Your son has been missing for 11 days now. How does that make you feel as parents?
Why are they struggling for something to say? I mean, I'd be like, you know, I'd be a lot quicker than they are. It's like they're being careful of what they say. Why are they trying so hard? Why are they searching so hard for the words to come out of their mouth? And well, I don't understand it, guys. It's like they're just struggling to figure out what to say, and it shouldn't be that way. If you ain't got nothing to hide, it shouldn't be that way.
Missing for 11 days now. How does that make you feel as parents?
Come on.
I mean, I don't have words to describe how I'm feeling right now. I mean,
Oh, I could use words like I feel empty. I feel like I'm missing my person. He's you know, part of my soul. You know, he's what gets me through the day when I'm having a bad day. I mean, come on, why does it take? And I just done that on the fly. I just now done that on the fly, and it didn't take me long. I don't know, guys.
every day is harder than the last. I mean, we're out, we're looking, we're trying to make sure that everyone
Well, there she said it. They're out there looking.
stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of a feed or get covered by some other nonsense. I mean, we just want our boy home.
When you walked in Monday morning,
Okay, I just thought of something, guys. Let me back this up here. Let me back this up here.
Bottom of a feed or stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of a feed or get covered by some other nonsense. I mean,
His face fall to the bottom of a feed. Or get covered up by, or his face get covered up by, or son get covered up by. Let's listen to this again. Something caught my eyes.
We're trying to make sure that everyone stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of a feed or...
Okay. Now, this is just out there, guys. This is just out there. What if Sebastian is in a silo somewhere? What do they put in the silos? A lot of times, what do they keep in silos? Feed. What if Sebastian could be in a silo somewhere? This is very interesting, guys.
Stays looking and doesn't let his face fall to the bottom of a feed or get covered by some other nonsense. I mean,
And when they fill up a silo, he would be getting covered up by stuff, feed. But nonsense. Now, that's just way out there, guys. That's just way out there, but I'm just saying, you know, what if a farmer or someone like that has a silo? What if there's just an empty silo out there somewhere that Sebastian is in? That they, you know, that's just, I don't know. Something about her saying that is striking me weird, guys. Something about her saying that. Now, it may not be nothing, but are there any silos in the area of Hendersonville, near it? Does anybody, that would be awful if Sebastian this whole time was in like a silo somewhere. And months, years later, a farmer finds him, his remains in the silo. Just saying, guys. It's just, there's been plenty other wild theories out there. Just saying, it's plausible. It's plausible. By her saying that just makes me wonder. I would. But there again, searching silos that are probably full of feed, they're probably going to piss off a lot of farmers, Or if you can find some silos that ain't being used anymore, there's a lot of silos that I see in rural areas that are just abandoned, not being used. Search them. Wonder if they have searched any silos, or wonder if there's any silos empty around Hendersonville.
And we just want our boy home.
When you walked in Monday morning and didn't see Sebastian in his room, what was your gut reaction?
My very first reaction was, oh, he got up and got breakfast. But when I realized he actually wasn't in the house, I've never experienced sheer panic in the way that I did. And basically for every minute since, that not knowing where your child is a pain that
come on, Katie. Come on.
I've never known pain like this before.
Again, why does she have to struggle for words? Just say that on the fly.
And walk me through the events that happened, from Sunday leading up to Monday when you didn't see him that morning.
Sunday, we were out and about. We had a really good day.
I'm sorry, guys. I still think these questions feel like they came from law enforcement. This interview feels like it's been set up by law enforcement. Just saying.
We were out doing our thing, running around. We had dinner that evening, and when we came home, we had a pretty good evening together as well. He was playing right up until bedtime, and then some. I let him stay up a little late. And when I told him to go to bed, he's like, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies. And he went to bed. And I went to bed around midnight. Everything seemed fine. And when I went to wake him up for school, that's when I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his...
Oh, now I want you guys to pay attention to something here. She can remember this.
He's like, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies. And he went, he's like, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies.
He said, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies.
And together as well. He was playing right up until bedtime, and then some. I let him stay up a little late.
She knows that.
And when I told him to go to bed, he's like, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies.
She remembers that he says, I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies. She's remembering some pretty detailed stuff here. This is gonna get to what I'm gonna ask or make a point on here in a minute.
And he went to bed. And I went to bed around midnight. Everything seemed fine. And when I went to wake him up for school, that's when I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his room, and he wasn't in the house. And that's when I panicked.
And when you panicked, what did you do?
First thing I did was call my husband, and I said, he's not here. My husband said, what do you mean he's not here? I said, he's not in the house. And he said, immediately just started, did you check here? Did you check there? Did you look here? And I ran through the house, and at that point I was hysterical, for lack of a word. And we three-wayed the police, and within minutes they were here. I couldn't tell you exactly how long. I know it was fast. And we haven't found him.
When I got the phone call that he was missing, like she said, we asked questions of where's he at, check this, check that, and then we called the sheriff's department. I've called the sheriff's department. I stayed on the phone pretty much most of the time. And then while I was at work, I asked for a relief. Got a relief. Got in my truck from Memphis and made my way to Nashville.
And that was, I guess, Monday?
The morning that he was missing, yes.
Okay. And so what was your reaction when you got that call from your wife that Sebastian was missing?
Initially, I was like, oh, he's goofing around again. Here we go. He's like hiding. And then when we talked about the places to check and he's not there, I was like, okay, stop. Instantly. Call the police. Instantly. I'm a black and white kind of guy.
And to your knowledge, he didn't take shoes with him, right? He locked the door on his way out, or I guess, what are some of the things that you think he did as he left?
We checked for all of his shoes, and none of them are missing. The door was locked.
And what was there? Something just...
That's what bothers me. The door was locked. That's what. There's another case up here near where I live with a girl. That the door was open, and they tracked her down to the lake and found her body. She drowned in the lake. She was autistic, and they found the door open. So, but this is what I wanted to point out right here, coming up right here.
Discrepancy as to what he was wearing when he went to bed, or what was he last seen wearing. What?
All right, now remember, Katie specifically remembered specific details where Sebastian's like, good night puppies and this and that. But she struggles with what he was wearing.
The door was locked.
Was he last seen wearing? What was he wearing to bed that night?
When he went to bed, he was wearing black sweatpants with white stripes down the side, and he had on a black long sleeve black shirt with a print on the front. I'm pretty sure it was one of his
like Star Wars or Halloween.
Why did Chris have to interject there? And okay, Katie struggles with what shirt Sebastian was wearing, or what print was on the front of the shirt. But she knew other details, specific details about, Sebastian said this and said that before going to bed. But she didn't know the print he had on his shirt before going to bed. She knew that his pants even had a stripe down them, right? But she struggles. Again, she's struggling for what to say during this interview. And I don't know why that is. I mean, if I didn't have nothing to hide, I would just be talking like I am now. I'd be like, okay, he was wearing this, he was wearing this. I wouldn't have to struggle with what to say. And why did Chris have to interject and finish that up like he was there and knew what Sebastian was wearing? Did y'all catch that?
Long sleeve black shirt with a print on the front. I'm pretty sure it was one of his
like Star Wars or Halloween or
even Minecraft.
Yeah.
Those are the three.
Sorry guys, I think I got eyelash in my eye or something.
main
It's the three
things.
things that he's majority is on his clothes.
Yeah.
What he has.
Majority is
Or
Why?
even Minecraft.
Why are they chuck? Well, it's Chris. I mean, it's not his son, but I was like, why is he chuckling? Like, it's just, oh, he'll turn up.
yeah.
Those are the three
Because
main
it's the three
things.
things that he's majority is on his clothes.
Yeah.
What he has is flavors.
And obviously, you guys are going through the unimaginable, and then, you know, getting a lot of like the kickback that you've seen on social media. I mean, how much worse?
Here we go with the kickback on social media. I mean, what can we say? I mean, like Don and Candace.
Has that made it for you two to go through something like this?
Honestly, we stopped looking at it. There's a lot of
Obviously, you didn't, because this was in March. And, man, you've had people in court over social media. You went out and found somebody in your town that was part of social media, and was, you know, your family went out to find them and see what they were up to. That person, you know, Bullhorn Betty. Okay.
we stopped looking at it. There's a lot of terrible people in this world, and I don't want to waste energy on any of that. I want the focus on finding our son. The facts are the facts. I mean, the police.
We'll talk
know
about the facts here in a minute,
and
too.
all I ask of anyone is, if they're able and willing, is to help find him, help spread his flyer, help look for him, call in if you know anything or see anything. But we just ask that people focus on finding Sebastian.
And he's never done it.
And focusing on finding Sebastian, let me interject here. Focusing on finding Sebastian also means, if you guys are not cleared by law enforcement, we focus on you too, along with everybody else.
Anything like that before, right? Just kind of walked out of the house.
He's not a runner. This is not normal for him to run away.
Another reason why to focus on the last person to see him. Right?
He's not a runner.
And any places, I guess, I know you guys have been told to stay in the house, right? Just in case he comes home.
We are doing what we've been asked to do by the law enforcement agencies and everybody involved. I am not going to divulge anything more than that.
Yeah. But if
That right there, every time Chris talks about not divulging information that law enforcement's told him not to divulge or anything like that, Letitia Stout said the same thing in her news interview. Well, police say I can't talk about this, or police said I can't talk about that. Some similarities there, guys. Some similarities there.
what I'm trying to ask, I guess, next is, if you were to go out and search right now, if people want to help search, what types of places would you guys look at that he could maybe be at?
Anywhere and everywhere. At this point,
It's been 11 days. He could be anywhere.
yeah, they've searched the woods, they've searched parks, they've searched creeks, they've searched, at this point.
I'll tell you what I would have said right there, guys. I'd have been like, it's like they're struggling to come up with answers that are just coming straight from the heart. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's almost scripted. Well, let's make sure we answer this in a way that doesn't incriminate us or make us look guilty or something like that. I wouldn't care about that. I'd be like, and let me back this up.
That people want to, what I'm trying to ask, I guess, next is if you were to go out and search right now, if people want to help search, what types of places would you guys look at?
Now, if that was asked to me, I'd be like, okay, he likes going here to this park. He likes his school. He's been known to like this creek down here, Drake's Creek. He loves Drake's Creek. He loves the Drake's Creek playground. He likes, you know, and again, if you know, we know that searchers have checked these places, but just in the off chance, if they did miss something, can someone just go, please check it again? You know, that's what I would say. And how long did that take, right? It's like they're struggling with what to say.
If people want to help search, what types of places would you guys look at that he could maybe be at?
Come on.
Anywhere and everywhere. At this point, there's
Anywhere and everywhere. I just threw out some specific information just there, and I don't even know Sebastian, right? But anywhere and everywhere. Okay.
In 11 days, he could be anywhere.
yeah, they've searched the woods, they've searched parks, they've searched creeks, they've searched. At this point, it anything and everything.
Anywhere that he
please
could
search.
be.
It's like they've searched. But what if? There's been many cases where searchers have missed. Even dogs have missed. And when asked about it, police go, well, we're human. We make mistakes. We're sorry. You know, go back over. I know they've searched these places, but go back over it again. I mean, how thoroughly did they search? Did they just drive by on a four-wheeler? That's way different than walking by and you know, and moving things with a stick, looking real closely, you know, just going by on a four-wheeler. Because I've seen them doing that in Summer Wells' case. They were zipping up and down the roads looking in the ditches on a four-wheeler, and I'm like, slow it down there a little bit, guys. You're going to miss, you're going to miss something. I mean, they were hauling ass, too. But see, I would be like, I know they've searched these places, but, you know, I would ask people if they want to go out and help search, go to these places that they've searched. Research it. If you find something, you know, God help, it may, you know, bust the case wide open. We may find Sebastian. But it's just like anywhere, you know. He could be on Jupiter, Saturn. You know, he could be in space. He could be just flying around Earth on a unicorn.
Anywhere that he could be staying out of the weather or getting food or, I mean, honestly, at this point, he could genuinely be anywhere.
How hopeful are you two that he will come home?
I will never give up hope on finding my child.
Optimism is at its highest,
Our-
regardless.
Our son is out there. We're going to find him.
And now just, publicly, like obviously police are now investigating a landfill. People are speaking out about that. What are your thoughts about that?
Everybody has an opinion and their assumptions, and they are entitled to those. But as I've stated before, all we've asked people to do is to look at the facts.
Okay, Chris Proudfoot. When it comes to the landfill, we are looking at the facts, okay, bud? The fact is, the reason they searched that landfill is because that's where trash went that came from your home and your neighborhood. Another fact, there had to be something in a probable cause to get a search warrant for that landfill. They just don't do it for shits and giggles. Okay. And I'm pretty sure they haven't disclosed what it was that they put on that probable cause for a judge to sign. I'm sure they've not disclosed that with you, what that was. What evidence did they get for a probable cause? And I guarantee you they've not shared that with you or Katie. Katie's his mom. So you want to talk about facts? The fact is that landfill contains trash coming from not only your residence, but your neighborhood. That's a fact. And whatever they found, matter of fact, was put in a probable cause to search that landfill. So there you go. There's the fact.
Not what everybody's putting out there. If they have questions, call the law enforcement agencies, and they'll give you whatever they can give you. But the assumptions are just that. They are an assumption, your opinions. We pray.
I'm sorry, Chris, but the probable cause, whatever, that's not an assumption. That's not an opinion. That's fact.
For everybody, for hopefully this never happens to you. And if it ever does, then you'll understand. But I pray it doesn't.
And they're doing their job. They're looking everywhere they can their goal is the same. We just want to find him.
If you could say something to Sebastian, if he's listening right now, what would you say to him?
I would say that we love you and we miss you and we want you to come home. And just know that we all care about you so much.
Remember, now I have to take this with a grain of salt because they basically asked Chris what's the same question, and he said basically he wants his wife and kids back home. So I take stuff like this just with a grain of salt, guys.
You're not in trouble. That door's unlocked and waiting for you to come home. Your puppies miss you. Your family misses you. I miss you. Just come home.
Anything else that you two want to add or clear up or anything like that?
That right there is a law enforcement question too. Just saying, guys, just saying.
Anything else that you two want to add or clear up or anything like that?
Okay. Just help us find our son.
Why are they struggling? Why are they struggling to even answer basic questions? Anyway, guys, that's my real-time take on that Hands interview. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any things throughout that interview let me know if you have anything that sticks out to you that's weird in that interview. Let me know if you think I hit the nail on the head on some of the points I made during that interview. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And I'll be back on tomorrow evening with another video. Y'all take care.